Well, hello, I'm Andy, and it's June 1st, 2014. So, when I was young, my mother, and probably my father as well, used to read me this book, well, a lot of these books, about the Berenstain Bears. Wonderful books, Mother Bear, Father Bear, Sister Bear, Brother Bear, and their adventures in Bear County or Bear Country. And my mother and father were here this weekend, and we somehow got to talking about this one specific Christmas book, or Christmas version of the Berenstain Bears, that they had read to me, for a long, long time, ever since I was very, very, very young. And the story goes, Papa is looking for this perfect Christmas tree. Christmas will not be perfect without this perfect Christmas tree. So they go up into the woods, into the mountains, looking for this tree. But every time they get to the tree they want and start to cut it down, these animals come out of it. Eagles and owls and hawks and wolves. So they can't find this tree because these animals live in these trees and they can't find the tree they want. And finally they find one, and Papa's getting ready to cut it down, and inside this little window in the base of this tree are these tiny little, rodents or little small muskrats or something living in this tree. And that's when Papa just can't do it. He can't cut it down, so they go back to Bear Country. And the moral is, what Papa tells the kids is, Christmas isn't about trees and decorating and all that. Christmas is about these animals. Christmas is about, being with friends and family. And that's the big, light bulb above the head that he has, that, oh, Christmas is about this. And when they get back, of course, all the animals have come and decorated their tree house they live in. So, they're all, going to celebrate together. But at the end, they're getting ready to cut the Christmas salmon and have this big meal. And Sister Bear says, but what about the salmon? Or actually, Brother Bear says, what about the salmon? What about it? And till this day, or till recently, I assumed what they were talking about was, Christmas isn't about trees and decorations and presents, but it's about food. But, is it okay to celebrate with food and fill our bellies? And, Papa says, well, when it comes to the salmon, we'll make an exception. And I had thought this, or I had assumed this my entire life, until my mom and I had this conversation a couple days ago, where she says, no, or it comes to light that what was really going on is, they thought Christmas was about these families and these animals and everyone having their own celebration. And Brother's like, but what about the salmon? Doesn't the salmon get to celebrate? And Papa says, well, when it comes to the salmon, we'll make an exception. So it's actually really, really funny that, the salmon we're going to eat. But it's interesting that, when I was young, I didn't see that. I didn't get that. I saw it a different way, and now I can almost see it both ways. So the question is, what happened? Is the way, the way I saw it when I was a child, is that wrong? And is the way I see it now right? Or is one or the other, or what had happened, what is happening here? And the cool thing is what happened is a metaphor for what's happening to all of us. I gained a perspective this weekend. Through a discussion with my mother over a simple book, I discovered a new way of looking at something. And now I can see that part of the story in both ways. And that's what we're doing here every day. That's what the evolution of consciousness is all about. It's about growing in our ability to take on perspectives. It's about gaining more and more perspectives. And if we're lucky, as we grow and as we go through life, we'll continually gain more and more perspectives, more and more ways of seeing the world, of seeing each other. And the more we can see, the more we can feel, the more we can experience, the more perspectives we gain, the better we are, the more vibrant life becomes. So look at stories in new ways, look at life in new ways, and next time you're reading a book, or next time you're talking to an individual, or the next time you're walking through nature, ask, what's the next perspective I can